Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it?
Hello, welcome to Your Beer Sucks. I'm John, that's Andrew, that's Miguel Sanchez. Let's drink some Imperial IPAs.
Okay, this is the TrimTab New England Double IPA. The beer, what you want to know, what tells it like it am. New England Double IPA.
Yeah, we don't have ad copy for this because TrimTab makes it absurdly difficult to get their ad copy. I end up having to go to Facebook, and I got the wrong ad copy. I got it for their Tesserae.
Yeah.
Because apparently they have two, and they don't keep this shit straight. So, fuck them.
So this is part of their limited release series, but this is the first limited release beer that they've actually redone.
And double IPAs,
They need to do a
Imperial
whole bunch
IPAs,
more of
that is
chili pepper one.
my style.
I need to go talk to someone down there. Just be like, hey man, like look.
Pull them aside, just be like, look, grab
man.
the lapels, the collar, whatever, be like, hey, let me tell you how we do. Let me tell you how we do.
This is my wheelhouse. I'm giving me a little bit more than you guys.
Okay. That's fine. I'm down with a well executed Imperial IPA.
Well, I definitely don't like IPAs.
God, that smells good.
It smells like I'm going to hate it, but I'm going to have to put it in my mouth.
It's so
Before I know for
intensely
sure.
hoppy that it's got a little bit of ammonia, but I'm looking past it. That smells like tropical fruit. Mango, papaya, banana,
Yeah.
oranges,
Mango for
grapefruit,
sure.
Mango for sure, like absolutely. That's
tangerines, fucking kumquats.
Like I can practically feel the fibrous mango fruit.
Yeah.
oh
on
yeah,
my teeth
mango
when I
is the
smell this.
strongest thing, but it's got so
And
much going on.
I love mangoes, so who knows? And I don't really smell citra hops, I don't think. Unless they're just being...
Whoa.
That is incredibly sweet.
Whoa. Like,
And it initially hits you with this piercingness where you think it's going to be super ammonia,
Yeah.
and then just mellows.
wow.
I don't hate this.
This is
Wow.
fucking delicious.
Wow. This is a pleasant surprise. I was expecting...
This
Now-
tastes like a fucking fruit smoothie
It,
with bread in it.
yeah, and it's not nearly
Dude,
as bitter as
fruit
you expect.
smoothie
No.
bread pudding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude. What the fuck even is this? This is like nectar of the gods.
Yes.
Like people like ambrosia. No, this is ambrosia.
You know what's
This
very
is
strange about this
ambrosia.
beer is that it has some IPA kind of qualities to it.
Well,
It's an Imperial IPA.
No, but
It should
but
be-
you didn't-
it should
no.
be Imperial.
You didn't let me
it should
finish.
be IPA
You
stuff
didn't let me
times two.
finish, brain dead.
which one?
But it also has some kind of like porter-like qualities to it also.
As far as like the malt goes,
There's kind of a
It's
vanilla.
really heavy. It's
Yeah.
got the vanilla.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
almost... It's not quite sickeningly sweet, but it's a very
But it's
sweet...
close. Like, it's
If
borderline.
the
Yeah.
finish weren't executed the way in which it is, it would be way too sweet. Something about
Wow.
the finish
the
comes
finish
in.
is much drier.
Finish comes in and says, "Yeah, it's not overly sweet."
It's got like this nice push-pull thing going between the palate and the finish.
Now,
I wonder how many pounds of mango per vat.
we're getting 8.7 at ABV.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. But
This is
the
almost-
sweetness kind of like hides that a little bit.
But this is really almost like a tropical fruit cordial.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting anywhere near the bitterness that you normally get
No,
out
this
of
is-
an Imperial.
I don't think I've ever had a double IPA that's this
Approachable?
like outrageously approachable. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Like you could just drink this until you're in trouble.
This is
I
this
figured
is
out what
dangerous.
it is about it that reminds me of darker beers. the sweetness isn't that like in your face sweet like sugar.
Yeah.
It's that overtone sweet, like it's coming from a dark malt or something.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Or like maple syrup or...
Maple syrup,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
it is like.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting the dark malt
Yeah.
thing, although it's kind of heavy.
And that,
It's
yeah.
like medium body. But yes, maple syrup is totally what the sweetness is like.
That would almost explain, I don't know if you guys are getting this as well, kind of like a bit of like butteriness.
Oh, yes.
This is like a very well executed dessert.
Yes.
And I would say it's a dessert beer.
Hey, and this is TrimTab, right?
This is
Yeah.
TrimTab.
Hey, local guys, I liking your stuff.
Yeah.
well
keep it
done.
up.
Well done.
I
And-
don't enjoy hating everything.
Oh, yeah.
that
This,
people do.
this totally does not have...
This is really good.
Citra.
Yep.
Galaxy, Simcoe, Nelson,
And
Salvine.
Not really familiar with those hops, but regardless,
I know, well, we know Simcoe. We've had Simcoe in a while.
Guys.
those bottom two.
An Imperial IPA.
Mike finished his Imperial IPA before either of us.
This is a good.
Well,
fucking beer.
I'm enjoying it very slowly because I'm blown away by
I'm
it.
trying to enjoy
This
it very
beer
slowly, but I
actually-
can't help it. It's really goddamn good.
the not flavored parts of this beer, you know, that remind you of this fruit or that fruit, actually reminds me quite a bit of pumpkin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, kind
Except
of.
it doesn't have that
Except
pumpkin
it's-
bitterness.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have quite the bitterness on the finish, and of course, doesn't taste like pumpkin.
Right.
It tastes like mango.
Yeah. It's like mango pumpkin.
And you know what?
Mango King.
The
Mango.
the breadiness that is in it, the malt that is in it, is like kind of a pie crust kind of.
Yeah. Very reminiscent of beers like Pumpkin and Warlock.
Yeah.
More so Pumpkin.
This is an amazing beer.
You know what's fucking fantastic is like, you know, a lot of times when you're drinking beer, you like take a sip and it's like, okay, sometimes you sniff it, sometimes you drink it. This like just taking a sip, the aroma is so strong. It's like as I'm trying to take a sip, I'm smelling it and just kind of having to stop and go, wow, that smells so good.
Yeah.
Wow, it tastes so good. Wow, it finishes so good. What the fuck? This is... Goddamn, we're 3 episodes in, and I've already got a contender for best beer of the season.
This is
2
really
episodes in, we had a contender for worst beer.
This is we're having
is a very,
some
very good
we're
beer.
having some heavy hitters right off the bat, and I'll have you know,
Yes.
I may or may not have some more of this. So
You know what?
if I'm so inclined, I may send you gentlemen home with a can or two.
Oh, well, thank you. That
Hell
is
yeah.
incredibly
And
generous.
here's another thing too that I'm starting to learn. If it comes in style to not use like Citra and I think it's Centennial so much,
Yeah.
I might actually be an IPA fan.
Yeah.
Like it's like some people
Citra,
just can't fucking do
Cascade.
cilantro.
Yeah, Cascade.
Citra, Cascade,
Yeah.
Centennial, and I think those are the main ones that you just
Yeah.
really don't like.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like some people just cannot fucking do cilantro.
And Amarillo and Mosaic.
Yeah.
Those are the 5 that I think that you really hate.
Oh yeah, I remember that Mosaic Promise.
Super diesel.
Super diesel. Good
And
times.
it's like after you get used to Amarillo being super like diesely, it's like, oh, Mosaic is too. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Unless you're like me and you're like, oh, I like the diesel hops.
Fantastic fucking beer.
This
Trim
is-
Tab.
And this is
New
a limited
England.
release.
This-
It's a limited release, but this is actually a re-release of this, so I think this may be something that they may
know what?
be
I think
bringing
they
into
need-
the lineup.
You know what I think they need to do? They need to start looking at their fucking limited release beers and start making them their beers.
Yeah, no, this is
because they're limited release beers.
So far.
the percentage of those that I've had that were
It's
good.
100%.
Isn't it? It wasn't
No.
100.
Oh, we've had
no,
another
no.
one that wasn't
but
good.
it's
Yeah.
but it's more like
Oh,
it's more
yeah.
like around
Another
7,
IPA
it's more
wasn't
like
good.
around
Yeah.
70%.
Kind of shitty.
But then like
I like
their
that.
main release beers are batting more like 25.
yeah.
That chili pepper beer
Holy
Yep.
shit.
was
then
like
this.
It wasn't even good in that. Wow, this is really good kind of way. It was more like,
Holy
I didn't know
shit.
you could do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like this is a revelation. And this
Yeah.
beer is a revelation. This is different than any Imperial IPA I've ever had. And that is like my style. And it's a revelation.
You know what?
It
It's like
blows my mind.
It's like a genre busting band.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, some great band, I won't name any names, don't want to polarize our tens of fans. But anyway, and you know, somebody refers to that band by a genre and you go, you know, I never really thought of them as really being that genre. And then you get to thinking about it and you're like, I never really thought of them as being any genre. It's that sort of thing.
They just
It's like it's
it
just good fucking beer.
transcends. It transcends it. But yeah,
Fuck
Trim
labels,
Tab,
it's just a good beer.
Trim Tab New England Double IPA
Sucks.
kicks ass.
Sucks. Fucking.
Sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sucks
God.
booty hole.
Oh my God. No, it's doesn't suck.
Doesn't suck.
Oh my God, that's good beer.
Fuck.
Lagunitas Maximus IPA.
Beer 2.
Look at this. Look.
Look at this fucking ad copy. And there's more crazy fucking psychotic like drug-induced ramblings on the bottle itself.
I think that's like their gimmick.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody. Big beers are good, and big IPAs even better. But it's kind of like, well, first you ride some great wheelies, and then you get it in your head to try jumping stuff. Maybe you start with a ramp in the driveway, and then you move to bigger things like a real cougar and rattlesnakes. I mean cougars like your mom.
Damn.
It's a rush, and all your friends think you're pretty cool, but eventually even that's not enough. So you jump through fire over some trucks, some Dodges, some semis, a fountain, and later, glory holes in bathrooms at truck stops. While making strong beers, it's hard to screw
out
the
of the ad
pooch
copy.
and end up stepping off into a ragdoll boogie. But your taste buds can get bent, and over time, you start to end up on the news and the river with a headache. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, this wall of text, I skipped a line. The wall of text critically slashes you for 462 damage.
Like, I can't. They're so insane. I can't tell that when.
Yeah, I
I
know.
can really tell when
I
Mike's
didn't
editorializing.
But your taste buds can get bent, and over time you start thinking that only bigger is better. Like I said, the glory hole,
Yeah.
the truck stop. Eventually, you jump your beer over the Snake Canyon, end up on the news in the river with a headache. We do dig our beers big, and we do dig an occasional flip and whip, a solid McMets, or a knack grab.
What?
But balance is still the most important skill, and the Maximus IPA is exactly that. Ask anyone. Ride a pint, taste the hops, slurp the malt, drink the juice. Like I said, glory hole.
Did they say anything
Truck
about the
stop.
beer? Okay, so I've got to read the insanity.
No, you don't.
If some is good, more is better. Instant gratification is not fast enough. 42 IBU, why not 72? The end is near. Don't sip. A trillion what's? The S in that being a $sign. Imelda's shoes. Dow at 73.92. Just buy a Senate seat. Tats, nipple piercing cutters, burners, and Hummers. A cold Maximus just makes perfect sense. Cheers. I'm telling you,
What?
these people are fucking insane. They make great beers, but they're fucking insane. What are they thinking? Are they thinking anything?
Are they thinking?
Does they think? Whoa, look at that color.
Oh, you know what it is?
Oh my god, guys, look at that shit.
Late stage syphilis.
Yeah, maybe. It's definitely getting
Hey,
to that like
if
go
that's
crazy
the key,
point.
if that's the key to making
life.
good beer
Then
and or
it's-
life,
then making
it's
good beer
arguably-
is temporary.
arguably, yeah, just penicillin, man. Oh no, actually, I don't think that would fix the brain damage.
No.
Not at that point.
At that point, you're fucked.
Yep.
Dude, look at that. Is beautiful as fuck. That's amber gold, like the actual like amber, like ant trapped in amber.
Yeah,
That has one hell of a nose.
that
It's
smells
mild
like,
for an Imperial IPA.
I
but
also,
it smells
again,
good.
don't smell the hops that I hate.
But I'll tell you what I do smell. I smell that like soy sauciness that we got in the Imperial Red, the Two Brothers. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that smells good. It smells a little bit tropical, but it's really fucking savory.
This is like a...
Oh man.
Everything's really well in balance.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I was expecting again since it's an Imperial IPA, bitterness. It's there, but not like overwhelming. It's very nicely imbalanced.
Definitely more bitter than the last beer.
Oh, way more bitter than
Kind of
that.
got like some pineapple or something to
And it's got some pininess. If I can think of another beer we've had this reminds me of, it is the Two Brothers
Not quite.
Revelry Imperial Red. It's
Not quite as resiny.
and it's not as piney, but it's
It is reminiscent, though. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Very reminiscent. Man.
it. I've got
it's more fruity.
soapiness that's growing on the finish that wasn't there at first for me.
Yeah, I think there's just going to be in Imperial IPAs typically in most
That's
of them,
that's pretty
hops
inherent.
that you're
That's pretty inherent to the style.
I think Citra is the one that makes me go nope as soon as I smell it, and then when I taste it, I'm like double nope.
yeah.
yeah.
I think that one's my arch nemesis.
Net contents: 12 fluid ounces of hops, malt, hops, yeast, hops, water, and hops.
Are there any hops?
Maybe not.
Probably.
You know what? They remind me with their insanity of that that liquid soap. I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. Where you buy the bottle and it's got the crazy shit written all over it at different angles.
Yeah. Oh, who is that?
I don't remember. The Dr. Somethings.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of the name. You know, viewer. 8.2 ABV. Yeah, that feels about right. I actually think that's pretty much exactly what the Two Brothers was. That's it. That's the name of the brewery. Two Brothers.
Man.
Two Brothers.
Lagunitas. Crazy psycho motherfuckers.
They know how to
who
make a
great
fucking
beers.
beer, though. Wow.
I can forgive them being
Bucky.
out of this world fucking bonkers if they make beer this good.
Yeah, this is good. Although I will say, I do think I like the TrimTab a little bit better so far. But this is still a great fucking.
But this is closer to a traditional Imperial IPA. The TrimTab was like a revelation. I didn't know this style could do this.
Right.
This is like an
Impenetrable.
Choked on cracker. An impeccably executed beer in the traditional style.
Yeah, no, this is very good. It's very well and balanced. Not like, the hops are there, but there's enough malt where it balances it out. And for me, at least on my end, that's key in an IPA. You got to have that balance. If it's like way too hoppy, it's not going to fly with me.
The malt is seriously intense in this.
I know. I think that's probably why I like this.
It was really cool at first, but then it started talking about getting married on the second date.
Then it's like,
Oh, yeah. Are you afraid of commitment with your beer?
I think he is.
Yeah, if it's going to start talking on the second date, then yeah.
Second date's a little bit soon.
So you were all about this beer at first, and now you're like...
Yep.
And now you're like not returning its phone calls?
Right, the finish just
You got to ghost it. Just be like...
grew on me in a very bad way.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It
Man,
started out being kind of one of the more balanced IPAs that I've had, and every time I took a sip, it got more and more soapy on the finish, and it would just stick.
I don't
with
really
me.
get that.
And it got to where eventually I couldn't even enjoy like the palate anymore. It was just soapy,
Wow.
soapy.
The finish is this perfect, like, mild bitterness with a little bit of, like, breadiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real complicated.
No, it's a pretty...
I wonder if that
pretty straightforward
thing
finish.
that makes me think that it's soapy is that receptor or whatever that's supposed to pick up the heat of
Carolina Reapers.
See,
So,
there's your
funny
problem.
story. Apparently, I don't pick up the heat as much as one should of scorpions, and Mike doesn't pick them up at all in Carolina Reapers. So it's like if we eat those, he's like, "Man, those scorpions are hot as shit," and I'm like, "Man, they're pretty hot." Whereas with the Reaper, which is hotter, he's going, and I'm going, I'm dying now.
It's very true.
Like, that Reaper sauce fucking murdered me. After, and you saw me just like having no problem
I
with,
loved the way it
with
tasted.
the scorpion.
But I shit you not, I would have like a piece of pizza and that stuff in the other hand, like going like this onto the fucking piece of pizza.
And I could have done that with the scorpion sauce, and you were like, "Oh, to me, that's way hotter than the Reaper." And I'm going, "How?"
Yeah, it's weird, man. Anyway.
Fantastic.
Whoa. Little bit.
This is only beer number 2. We have one more Imperial IPA left to go.
Lagunitas
IPA.
Yeah.
Lagunitas Maximus IPA does not suck. Oh yeah, Mike, what's your actual verdict on this?
Sucks. I gotta represent my people.
That's fine.
Your tribe?
If you're
It
gonna
still
have,
carries over.
If you have 2 sips of it, you'll love it. But that's it.
you want
It's
some
just
more?
gonna get soapy.
You have it.
I will.
Dude. Oh my god.
Beer number, the last one.
Beer number
Three.
4.
No, 3.
7.
Imperial IPA number 3.
Sierra Nevada Hap Bullet.
Hot bullet.
Haps are the name of the game with a double IPA, but we knew we had to take it one step further.
Oh, did
with
you?
Hop Bullet, we're using a new technique.
Oh, yeah?
Hitting the beer with a double-barreled blast of Magnum hops and lupulin dust. Pure, concentrated hop flavor. Directly into the tank to emphasize the intense pine and citrus flavors of classic West Coast hops. Hop Bullet.
Well, guess what? We'll see about that.
Sierra Nevada, fuck you.
That's what that ad copy kind of read.
Yeah, basically.
Imperial time. I love Imperial IPAs. And we've had 2 good ones so far.
That's kind of a generic
It's
IPA,
Merry
though.
Christmas to me.
But no strong Citra. It has a little bit of the soy on the nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. This actually reminds me a lot of the last
More
one.
ice-
It's
the more
got that
ice
soy. It's got a mintiness too, like a camphousness. I like it.
Yeah, there's like general mint.
But it's got a little bit of the grapefruit thing going.
Yeah.
It's too bad that I couldn't get a hold of Hercules for this episode because
Hercules.
man, that it's like you pop the top on that and it's just smelling grapefruit juice.
Heracles.
But
Heracles.
this is
double
more
IPA.
piney, I think.
Have a sip.
This reminds me a lot of the last one, but it's more piney. It also
Yeah.
reminds me of the Two Brothers Imperial Red.
Very
Revelry.
piney.
It's
Very
like
piney.
it's like a better version of their regular IPA
Yeah.
Like a wave.
or their pale ale. I'm sorry.
Like a more like intense version.
Yeah.
It's like they went, I'm too extreme.
Oh, just all the hops.
no, this is like less soapy and stuff, and to me, this is
nice.
This is fantastic also.
it's pretty good.
Man, I love Imperial IPAs.
I feel like this is a little bit less malty than the last one. A little bit more
a little
hoppy.
bit less malty, a little bit more malty. And and to me the hops are more piney. But
Definitely.
it definitely has a grapefruit rind thing going.
I'm debating.
It pairs well with crackers.
I'm debating about which one I like more, whether I like this one more or the
Lagunitas?
the Lagunitas.
Man,
I mean,
that's a hard choice. Like as a hop head, the hops to me are more forward in this one.
definitely more hop forward, less malty
But man, the malt was just beautiful on the
on the Lagunitas.
Lagunitas. But I think that ultimately is a moot point because as beautiful and delicious as this is, and I hate to co-op this review with this, but that TrimTab
Yeah,
hit the living dog shit
out of both of those.
these.
Oh, dude, like for sure.
Yeah. I mean, just beats its ass fucking raw up and down the street.
That's crazy.
And this is a really, really good beer in my opinion. I think this is fantastic. The TrimTab is absolutely mind-blowing.
God damn.
This does have some nice malty finish.
I was
to
gonna
it.
say, this
some
is-
like
this is-
oatmeal-y type finish.
This is still like real good though. I like
Actually,
this.
you know what? To me, this tastes almost a little weedy. A little bit.
Where are you getting the weediness?
I'm getting it a slight bit on the palate, but mostly on the finish.
I was gonna say because I get the weediness mostly on the finish. Miguel Sanchez does vape tricks.
Yeah. So, what do you think of this?
Wrong channel.
What do you think of this burr, Mackle?
Pairs well with mystery liquid palmberry. Hey,
Would you butt chug it?
that means I should get some free Mr. E Liquid Palmberry, right?
No, because they won't see this.
No, they won't. Nobody will. Besides, nobody's into that stuff anymore. They're into like 90% VG shit now. Anyway, stop talking about e-cigarette dumbness. It's the most boring thing ever.
But it's fun mixing new flavors.
It would be
It's
like,
really fun.
It would be like people
Mike and I had,
standing
like,
around talking
chemistry
about
night
their
one
brand
day.
of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Winston's better than the Marlboro because blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah,
It's like,
blah.
just shut the fuck up. It doesn't have that genre busting thing.
No.
It's kind of like the Lagunitas in that the soapiness just builds, even though it doesn't have it on the forefront. The soapiness builds just like the Lagunitas.
This is a lot like the Lagunitas. It's just got a few of the faders moved a little differently.
Yeah. Little bit, kind of cuts the mids, raises the highs a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know?
I mean, where
Still
are we?
ha- now-
where
now-
are we?
Keeps the bass the same.
No, wait.
keeps
Where
the
are we
bass the
EQing
same.
in the signal chain, John?
The,
Pre or post compression?
this is post
Are
compression.
we running any compression?
This beer doesn't need it
This
doesn't need
beer
compression.
doesn't need compression, really.
It just naturally has an
It's got beautiful dynamics.
yes,
Nah,
it does.
it's clipping pretty hard toward the end
Oh,
of the song.
I totally disagree.
I mean, we're talking.
It's not clipping.
4 or 5 dB.
Really 4 or 5
dBu.
Well, yeah, I know.
Over Unity.
It's
I
not.
absolutely disagree. I don't think this is clipping at all. I think this
clipping.
is beautiful.
It's clipping.
It's just a beautiful signal.
It's clipping a little bit, but it's just it gives you that natural. It's not like harsh
Oh,
clipping.
like that tube distortion
yes, yeah. Wow, we just did that with beer.
No, I'll tell you what it's doing. What it's doing is it's got really, really fucking awful and sterile pre's that take all the life out of stuff, and then it's clipping.
Man, what are you talking about? There's so much life in this beer.
thing. This is so earthy. It's so beautiful.
This is like 1970s 4-track recorder preamps.
Like solid state, just like. I humbly disagree.
Yes, so do I.
Okay.
And I think this beer doesn't suck.
Yeah, Sierra Nevada Hot Bullet doesn't suck. Mike, however, feels differently.
What do you think, actually?
This beer sucks.
Wow.
Go
what a dickhead,
figure.
right?
But hey,
This
hey,
beer sucks goats. I shall call it El Chupacabra.
Hey,
But that is our final Imperial IPA for this episode. And our total verdict is doesn't suck. So that's what matters. And we will see you next week. And remember, life is too short to be caught drinking shitty Imperial IPAs.
Yeah.
see you next time. Okay, we're good.
Da-da.